What the fuck? Whoa, wait. Gobble up the knob and nuts, I'm warming up a warning, but it's obvious I probably just get rowdier with a rowdy bunch of crowd beat, growling animal sounds around me, insomniac, zombie on the track, I'm bombed with this rap, as long as I got songs, I'm mentally intact, cause my mental health needs plenty help and plenty wealth is what I need, a Bentley, I've enjoyed this world. Eminem is back, man. Probably, I hope it's the first of his verses coming in 2023. I'm not sure if he's gonna be dropping an album soon. There were rumors, but he's back. But this time he's signed someone called Melle out of the Philippines, and it was all over Instagram, blowing up all over Instagram. And I got to hear a snippet of one of Melle's songs on Instagram, on Eminem's Instagram page, but I had no idea he released a track with Eminem. So this is gonna be crazy, man. Super excited for this one, and we're gonna be tuning right into this.
If I was in the Philippines, he'll be like my motherfucking Malcolm X, my Martin Luther King, because
fires go unnoticed. There's no way I'm just gonna pass him off like he's just some any rapper, like a one-hit wonder. Yeah,
Who? I don't know who that
Martin
is.
Luther King, because
fire to go unnoticed. There's no way I'm just gonna pass him off like he's just some any rapper, like a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I'm on whatever you want. I ain't gonna talk on the phone. Keep that some energy fucking with enemies. It's getting tempting to run in your home. Buddy, I do it alone. Cuddy said, wait on my homes. Don't just go hit him, cause I got.
Man, this guy got his flow, and he's got the. I understand why he's signed to Shady Records, man. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing him on the track, but I mean, the part that I heard on Instagram, that shit was nuts, man. So I'll probably have to dig in deeper into his catalog as to what the story is with Melle, but this is definitely a good sound.
Gotta drive, you focus on aiming that blick at his dome. No cap, you motherfuckers be lucky as fuck that ain't nobody envious of you enough. Take it from me like a brother who dug up the mud. Lucky as fuck that ain't nobody envious. Focus on aiming that blick at his dome. No cap, you motherfuckers be
no cap.
Lucky as fuck that ain't nobody envious of you enough. Take it.
You lucky as fuck, nobody envious of you enough.
From me like a brother who dug off the mud on his head but done ended up cuffed. Then he just gets back at it, get into a world where he double what he did cause he learned. Give it up or get fucked and turn, homie. I'm the realest.
So he's saying, wait.
A world where he double what he did, envious of you enough. Take it from me like a brother who dug off the mud on his head.
Take it from me, a brother who dug off the mud.
But done ended up cuffed. Then he just
ended up cuffed, so he ended up in prison.
Spat back at it, get into a world where he double.
He got spat back into a world, and he doubled down on what he did because obviously he went to prison. I mean, I think that's what he's saying. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't know. I think that's what he's saying, that he got cuffed up and got spat back into the world even worse than before.
Double what he did cause he learned. Give it up or get fucked and turn.
Yeah, because either you give it up or you get got, man. That's what he's saying, because it's a jungle out here, so you need to survive. So, wow. I mean, the way he's able to put this into words, play with these words and these little schemes here, it's nice, man.
I'm the realest in the business, and everybody gonna be envious at my beginnings. Got a service for the sinners with bodies.
That's the part I heard on Instagram, man. It feels like Eminem produced this beat. I don't know. It has that Slim Shady touch to it, which is nice. And this chorus is also, I'm not sure about, I mean, since this is the first chorus ever I'm hearing from Melle, I'm not sure how he does his choruses, but this is an Eminem inspired chorus for real. I mean, the way he's layered up the vocals, that's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, it sounds damn good though.
Everybody gonna be envious at my beginnings. Got a service for the sinners with bodies, so stop trying to be another edition. I done got hit in the head, barely survived that shit. Minus a 9 from 10, Eminem spot still sits. But fuck a position, I'm tuning in.
Yeah, that's the one. I think this was the verse that he put out on Instagram. This part right here, And yeah.
Me and Little, you rock out with it. I ain't never gonna be an opt out. Miss it, get the Glock out with it, get the pop and dip out of smoke with the homies. We mobbing while I'm cleaning the stash of my caliber. Some of them might got your name on them. While I brag about shit that can happen. I'm the reason that they got a chain on them. When I rap,
chain on them. I mean, when I heard this the first time, it almost felt like he's also got that 50 inspiration because on get chain on him. You know, so that's the way 50 emphasized on these words in his flow. He's got that touch too.
They got a chain on them. When I rap, they consider me a Gatling. Filling up mags, I'm finna go clapping. Getting that bag with a go be rabbit. I know they hate this flow. I'm in the mode.
B Rabbit, for those of you who don't know, I'm surprised if you don't know, but B Rabbit was Eminem's name in the movie 8 Mile. His character's name, his character's rap alias was B Rabbit, right? So
I know they hate this flow. I'm in the mode to get to killing again with the best stick in your dough. You're never getting a penny or less. Still in the flows, and I'ma spit it again. It's a test. Sick of these hoes.
Beat in the back.
Get the breast, nevertheless, I'ma get it in a way that you can never.
You gotta
sick of these hoes. They get the bitch and the bigger the breast, nevertheless, I'ma get it in a way that you can never better. Instead of setting a bed up, I let up with the Beretta. Make it do and your bitches in front of better. Cause I'm kinda getting fed up, always leaving y'all wet up like.
Ah, shit. This shit is good.
Instead of setting a bed up, I let up with the Beretta. Make it do and your bitches in front of better. Cause I'm kinda.
He's gonna do you bitches in front of Peta. Peta, obviously, right? So that's a punchline right there.
Getting fed up, always leaving y'all wet up like. I'm a realist in the business and everybody.
I gotta listen to this again. This part is nice, man. This is the best part of the track so far.
The hoe, they get the bitch and the bigger the breast, nevertheless. Flows and I'ma spit it again as a test. Sick of these hoes, they get the bitch and the bigger the breast, nevertheless. I'ma get it in a way that you can never better. Instead of setting a bed up, I let up with the Beretta. Make it do and your bitches in front of better. Cause I'm kinda getting fed up, always leaving y'all wet up like. I'm a realist in the business and everybody gon' be envious of my beginnings. Got a service for the sentence with bodies, so stop trying to be another addiction. Cause I'm a realist in the business and everybody gon' be envious of my beginnings.
No. So that's a little melody in the chorus, man. That's a nice chorus. That's a nice hook.
Got a service for the sentence with bodies, so stop trying to be another addiction.
Guess I've really no right to complain much. Hip-hop has been good to me, huh? Well, but when they say that I'm only top 5 cause I'm white, why would I be stunned? My skin color's still working against me. Cause second I should be the none. Being white ain't why they put me at 5. Nope, it's why they can't put me at 1. They come.
Wow, man. Oh, shit. So Eminem's coming in swinging, man. It's just so nice to hear Eminem's verse after a long time. It feels like a long time, man. Feels like a long time, and I think it is. It has been a long time. So I hope this is the first of many verses songs that we get to hear from Eminem in 2023, man. But damn, need to go back for this one.
Why they put me at 5? Nope, it's me. Cause second I should be the none. Being white ain't why they put me at 5. Nope, it's why they can't put me at 1.
Being white just because he's white is not the reason they put him at 5. That's the reason they can't put him at 1. That's what he's saying. That's what Eminem is claiming, that just because I'm white, they can't just put me at number 1. And this black versus white in hip hop, man, this shit is so garbage. It does not make sense. It does not make sense at all, because there are like a gazillion other white rappers, right? After Eminem came in the game, I'm talking about mainstream people who were signed to labels, not the independent rappers. So there were plenty of them, right? And then there's this conversation that just because, and none of them were as famous as M was, right? We also had Vanilla Ice before him. We had Bubba Sparks. We had Asher Roth. I don't know, Macklemore, and there's these other guys as well. But none of them are at the same level as him, because the skill is what matters. And people outside of the US and Canada can vouch for this, because the region where I'm from, in Pakistan and the neighboring countries, India and all, you come over here, you'll realize how much of a big impact Eminem has made across the globe, man. Even countries like this, where English isn't even our first language, and he has this unbelievable impact across the world, and he's able to bridge the hip-hop gap across the world just because he was able to make waves internationally. Even people who became fans of Eminem, even if for people who for whom he was the first ever rapper they listened to. They heard him, and then they started to branch out to listen to 50 Cent, G Unit, D12. They started listening to people he name drops. They started listening to Dr. Dre, started listening to Snoop Dogg, to other rappers, and they started to grow with the culture, man. That's literally what happened here, right? So for me, the first rapper I heard was Tupac back in the days, and the second one was this guy. But I can guarantee you every rapper out here in Pakistan, India, from all these countries outside of US are inspired by this guy. 99% of them are inspired by this guy, are influenced by this guy. So that's the kind of impact that you have. I mean, I've been waiting to say this, but for a long time, I thought I might as well make a video on it. But since he brought this up here, I think it's the perfect time. So for us over here, I mean, we don't look at it like black, white, black rapper, white rapper. That's beyond us, right? Because for us, we're just listening in, tuning into this hip hop like a neutral, like a fresh, with a fresh set of ears. And I've been listening to this, been involved in this hip hop culture for like a long time, since 2001, man. That's when I heard Tupac Until the End of Time album. Ballad of a Dead Soldier was the first song I heard. When I put that cassette in, I was with my brother at this at the shop, put that cassette in just to check out if it works. Back in the days, we used to have those cassettes, right? So the first track on Until the End of Time was Ballad of a Dead Soldier. And that when that shit just came on the speakers, I was like, what is this? Right? So I went home, listened to the entire thing on loop. And then a few weeks later, I heard, not a few weeks though, I think this was December 2001, right? So I'm not sure. Sometime later, I heard Without Me on TV on Channel V, and I was hooked right there and then ever since. But point is, all these people who talk this shit, like there's been a lot of people, Lord Jamar, The Game, a lot of people who've been talking a lot of crap about him. But I mean, it's the color of his skin has nothing to do with it, man. It's just pure skill. Nobody can do it the way he's able to put words together, and the impact that he's had on the culture, the positive impact. Anyway, that's been a long break, man. Need to go back.
Guess I've really no right to complain much. Hip-hop has been good to me, huh? Well, but when they say that I'm only top 5 cause I'm white, why would I be stunned? My skin color's still working against me. Cause second I should be the none. Being white ain't why they put me at 5. Nope, it's why they can't put me at 1. They're coming with more venom, so the haters I'm aiming it toward them. And all the envious rappers I torch if I'm on a joint with them. And that is the only...
All the envious rappers
I'm aiming it toward them. And all the envious rappers I torch if I'm on a joint with them.
All the envious rappers I'd torch if I was on a joint with them.
And that is the only retort, is I'm not played in the clubs. Motherfucker put a cork in it. Only reason they still play your shit in the clubs is cause you still perform in them.
Oh shit, man. He just responded to... Did he just respond to The Game? Because it couldn't be The Game only, because there's a lot of other people who said just because he's not played in the clubs, right? How is he the GOAT because he's not played in the clubs? What kind of shit logic is that, man? And he's able to twist that and flip that back on them. The only reason you hear your shit in the club is because you're performing in them. Because Eminem is performing in stadiums, right? So and envious rappers I'd torch if I was on a joint with them. So he's had a feature with The Game back when Game had his first album, the documentary. And on that record, The Game said, Lou, get Dre on the phone quick. Tell him M just killed me on my own shit. That was literally what The Game said on the second verse. Because Game had the first verse, Eminem came in with the second verse, owned the song as usual, because whenever he's on a collaboration with whoever the artist is, it becomes Eminem's song. He just kind of owns that collab, right? Same thing he did with Renegade, same thing he did with Forever, the feature with Kanye, Wayne, who else? Drake, right? So he took that song too. So anyway, Eminem had the second verse on Game's track, We Ain't. That was a dope track, man. I mean, the Game held his own, though. He held his own. That was a classic track. Eminem came in second. In the third verse, the Game says, Lou. I don't know who Lou is. Probably the engineer or someone. I don't know. So he goes, Lou, get Dre on the phone quick. Tell him M just killed me on my own shit. Right? So he acknowledged that. I mean, that was when I heard that the first time, I was like, man, this guy, the Game, he seems to be like an honest person, man. He seems to be like a transparent person, because nobody in hip-hop acknowledges this kind of shit, right? That he got killed on a track by somebody else, whoever it may be, right? Nobody acknowledges that. So it was the first time I heard something like that a rapper acknowledges that Eminem killed him on his track, on his debut album, right? So that was that. All done and dusted. So years later, I think around last year, the Game decided to throw shade at Eminem, that he's better. Eminem isn't played in the clubs. Eminem isn't all that, man. He put out a diss track, the Black Slim Shady. Around that time, I kind of DM'd the Game. That's a true story, though. I DM'd the Game just telling him, man, I'm a big fan of yours. I'm a big fan of Eminem. Just don't mess around with Shady, right? So... And I didn't think he was going to read it. The next morning when I wake up, the Game responds to me. And he's like, fuck both y'all. So he's like, fuck you and fuck Eminem. That's what he said to me. I'll try to find that DM, though, because I got blocked after that. And he said, he said something like, I told him that you said that he killed you already on that track, and he was like, that was 20 years ago, blah, 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 and he blocked me, and I don't know what happened. I'll try to find that screenshot and put it up, though. But, I mean, anyway, so that was the time when the Game started going at Eminem, just for clout, put out a diss track, a 10-minute diss track, and I think this is a response to the Game, finally. I don't know, because it could be the Game, could be other people too, but wow.
Cause I'm white, why would I be stunned? My skin color still working against me. Cause second I should be the none. Being white ain't why they put me at 5. Nope, it's why they can't put me at 1. They're coming with more venom, so the haters I'm aiming it toward them. And all the envious rappers I torch if I'm on a joint with them. And that is the only retort, is I'm not played in the clubs. Motherfucker put a cork in it. Only reason they still play your shit in the clubs is cause you still perform in them. I am a guest in this house, but I turn this bitch to a mansion. That's an expansion, made it gargantuan. England, Germany, France, and Japan's in this.
Oh, did he say gargantuan? I love that word, man. I use that word in emails at work. So, at times, because the word was pretty cool. Gargantuan.
To a mansion, that's an expansion. House, but I turn this bitch.
Yeah, so Lord Jamar was one of the Eminem haters, man. An old school hip-hop head. Basically a rapper. He was a rapper way back, right? So, one of the OGs. Lord Jamar. What he had to say was Eminem is a guest in the house of hip hop just because he's white, right? And Eminem acknowledged that on a track before this as well, but now he's saying, I am a guest in the house, but I turned this house into a mansion. And that's basically metaphorically saying that I made it bigger than it ever was, and that's a fact, man. That is genuinely a fact. Like I said before, his impact globally I don't think anybody has had that kind of impact globally in hip-hop like Eminem did. Tupac did back in the days. If Pac was still alive, I'm sure he'd have more of an impact than he did before, but he was the one. Then we have this guy who bridged that gap.
To a mansion, that's an expansion, made it gargantuan. England, Germany, France, and Japan's in this bitch, even Dubai. Because my music they do buy. You died trying to sign just two side guys, just could not unscrew my. This bitch, even Dubai. Because my music.
Dubai.
That's an expansion, made it gargantuan. England, Germany, France, and Japan's in this bitch, even Dubai. Because my music they do buy. You died trying to sign just two side guys, just could not unscrew my head up the blue-eyed devil.
Man, this guy's oh shit.
I never quit.
Man.
Do I not? Cause you know you get washed like a bar, so you pussy. You wouldn't give us a. My music they do buy. You died trying to sign just two side guys, just could not unscrew my head up the blue-eyed devil. I never.
I probably need to listen to this again, man, because a lot of it flew over my head. This shit is crazy.
Wait, do I not? Cause you know you get washed like a bar, so you pussy. You wouldn't give a cigar to smoke. I know it eats at your heart like an artichoke, because you know that's how likely you are to choke. Your heart is broke as I rip you.
Man, the instrumental in the back. Wait.
Cigar to smoke. I know it eats at your heart like an artichoke, because you know that's how likely you.
This is There's gotta be Eminem on the beat, man. There's no way.
Devil, I never quit, do I? Cause you know you get washed like a bar soap. You pussy, you wouldn't give a cigar to smoke. And I know it eats at your heart like an artichoke. Because you know that's how likely you are to choke. Your heart is broke as I rip you apart. I go bananas, proceed to spit every bar I wrote. I was spitting before my mother's water broke. It's not even close, you bitch, I'm my father go. Gen Z is acting like rap experts. Sip up your gaps and close your mouths. Bitch, you ain't been on this planet long enough to tell me how rap's supposed to sound.
Oh, man. So Gen Z has... Yeah. So that was... Some Gen Z people on Twitter or something were taking shots at him too, man. So he's decided to respond to everybody now. Wow. So he's saying you're not been on the planet long enough to tell me how rap's supposed to sound, right? So, and yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's no way you can tell how rap's supposed to sound, right?
Bar wrote. I was spitting before my mother's water broke. It's not even close, you bitch, I'm my father go. Gen Z is acting like rap experts. Sip up your gaps and close your mouths. Bitch, you ain't been on this planet long enough to tell me how rap's supposed to sound. Y'all need to stick to what you do best. Shooting schools up, go load up rounds in your parents' gats and go to
What the fuck? Whoa, wait.
What you do best. Shooting schools up, go load up rounds. On this planet long enough to tell me how rap's supposed to sound. Y'all need to stick to what you do best. Shooting schools up, go load up rounds in your parents.
Oh man, he did not just say that, man. Wow. That's classic M. That's M, man. He does not hold back. So he's telling Gen Z, you guys do what you do best. Shoot up schools. Leave me alone and go ahead. You guys do what you do best. Go shoot up schools. Shit. Did not see that coming, man. Need to.
Gaps and close your mouths. Bitch, you ain't been on this planet long enough to tell me how rap's supposed to sound. Y'all need to stick to what you do best. Shooting schools up, go load up rounds in your parents' gats and go to class and let off at the strap and go to town. Shout to the Furious 5 and Grandmaster Flash, but boy, let off at the strap and go to town. Shout to the Furious 5 and Grandmaster Flash, but boy, there's someone who really is furious. Stay out his path, his wrath avoid. And I'll be the last to toy with a juice head whose brain is like half destroyed, like a meteor hit it. Well, then went Melle. We lost his asteroid scams.
Whoa. Melle, yeah. Recently, Melle, man, he's one of the OGs of hip hop, man. Pretty dope artist way back in the days. So he's one of the recent people who threw shade at Eminem, right? In an interview, he's like, same thing. Just because he's white, he can't be number one. And Melle says he's better than Eminem. He can beat Eminem in a rap battle, blah, blah. I mean, that competitiveness, that's fine. If anybody says, I want to challenge Eminem to a rap battle, that's fine, right? That's competitive sport. That's what hip hop is. But just being salty about it, that he's white, he can't be number one. I mean, that's just BS, man. So yeah. And the thing about M is, just like now, he shouted out Grandmaster Flash, and so he's always shouting out the OGs of hip hop, shouting out these people, wearing those T-shirts, so people who do not know them get to know them through him, right? So he's always been doing that ever since, and it just doesn't make sense for Melle to just come out of there and I gotta listen.
Go to rounds in your parents' gats and go to class and let off at the strap and go to town. Shout to the Furious 5 and Grandmaster Flash, but boy, there's someone who really is furious. Stay out his path, his wrath avoid. And I'll be
I mean, I'm not gonna get into the syllables and the multi-syllables and all that, man, because this is Eminem. This is just crazy.
The last to toy with a juice head whose brain is like half destroyed, like a meteor. Out his path, his wrath avoid. And I'll be the last to toy with a juice head whose brain is.
I'll be the last to toy with the juice
like half destroyed, like a meteor.
His brain is half destroyed.
Meteor hit it. Well, then went Melle. We lost his asteroid.
Like a meteor hit it. Melle, we lost his asteroids. Asteroids. Like a meteor, asteroid, that kind of thing, and asteroids, because Melle has been beefed up, man. He's been pumped up. He's into bodybuilding and probably taking steroids or something. That's what M says. So yeah.
Roid scams. God was like, I got him, but I'm gonna start him at the bottom of the barrel. Brought him in the world where the mother wasn't value and his father was a coward. Taught him as a child when the fucking like half destroyed like a meteor hit it. Well, then went Melle. We lost his asteroid scam. God was like, I got him, but I'm gonna start him at the bottom of the barrel. Brought him in the world where the mother wasn't value, and his father was a coward. Taught him as a child when the fucking body was around how to get himself up and out of poverty, and now not even.
Taught himself as a child how to get up when nobody was around.
The growl in the stomach gotta be a hound. So they put your body in the ground. Probably gonna sound like a cliche, but when haters try to get you down, say fuck them, cause I'm the realest.
Oh shit. This last part, man. I gotta listen to this again.
I was a coward, taught him as a child when the fucking body was around how to get himself up and out of poverty, and now not even a growl in the stomach gotta be a hound. So they put your body in the ground. Probably gonna sound like a cliche, but when haters try to get you down, say fuck them, cause I'm the realest and the realest, and everybody gonna be envious. I'm a big gangster, got a service for the sinners with bodies, so stop trying to be in that hood nation. Cause I'm the realest and the realest, and everybody gonna be envious. I'm a big gangster, got a service for the sinners with bodies, so stop trying to be in another edition. I'm just playing, Gen Z. You know I love you.
Oh shit, man. The last time he said this was, I'm just playing, Diddy, you know I love you, on the kill shot. And every time he does say this, just know that he's not playing, man. Whenever he says this, just know that he ripped you to shreds, and then he's gonna come in and say, hey, I'm just playing, you know I love you. He said this on Kill You, Marshall Mathers LP. He said this on White America, the Eminem show. He said this on Kill Shot. And now. Wow, man. What a song. Eminem's verse was just pretty insane, man. His delivery, he did that double time flow towards the end. And everything before that, it was just him chilling on the track, man. And he ripped these few people to shreds. Gen Z, I'm sure it was the game. And Melle, he name dropped Melle because obviously he wanted to make sure. So, and he also said, I'm by far the GOAT, and I totally agree with that because Eminem, if you look at it objectively, if you look at it subjectively, everybody has their own opinions of who their favorite rapper is, right? And that's totally fine. But he's definitely the greatest to ever do it because of his cadence, flow, lyrics, multi-syllable rhyme schemes, content, songs that made impact globally, iconic songs, hits, album sales, what he did for the culture in terms of the growth, how he expanded the culture globally, longevity, being able to do this for so many freaking years, man, it's just insane. I mean, there's countless things, but yeah, so he's been a humble guy for the longest time, man, and rarely he comes in and says, hey, man, I am number one, right? So it's very rare that he does this. So they really pissed him off, and I'm glad they did because we got a verse out of it. Anyway, let me know what your favorite part of the track was, man. Let me know in the comments. This was freaking awesome. Easy Melle. It's the first time I'm hearing of Easy Melle. The boy's got skill for real. I will be checking him out more. And yeah, until next time, guys. See ya. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe if you like what you see, though. Hit that button. Thank you for the support. Bye-bye. See ya.